right. Just trying to get things sorted so I can see if there's any comments. Seems to be easier said than done. There we go. All right. Don't know why the light's kind of funny. Oh well. It's all good. So thank you for joining me this evening. It's a beautiful Monday. It was so nice to wake up, even though it was freezing cold outside. It was so nice to wake up and have some sun. It was really, really nice. So, yeah. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. My name is Shannon, and this is Paper Delights. And I come on every Monday to Friday at 7 in the evening and just make cards. And hopefully some of the designs might inspire you, to motivate you, perhaps stir the imagination, make you think of some sets that you might have or some crafts that you've been thinking about doing. So a lot of the products I do sell with Stampin' Up, but not necessarily exclusively. And I've been thinking I might do a video showing the differences in the products, because I have in the past ordered things through Amazon, but the quality you can't compare. So anyway, stay tuned for that. But this evening this week, I think we're going to be doing some cards with these two sets. So this is Simply Succulents, and this is the Flowering Cactus. So the first couple cards will be focusing more on the Flowering Cactus, but they really do work very nicely together. So the Flowering Cactus is in the new mini catalog that's come out, and it's so fun. So you can do the whole medley, which comes with the twine, the dies, the felt flowers, which you'll see, and then all this beautiful paper. Now if that is a bit over your budget, then you can just order the refill kit, which is the paper, the felt pieces, and the twine, which is what I did. And it's so much fun. It's so nice. So much paper, and the colors are so lovely. Look at all that paper. So we're making a bunch of cards with this, and then you get all of the felt pieces. And the colors that coordinate with this are Calypso Coral, Highland Heather, Mint Macaron, Mossy Meadow, and Pear Pizzazz. So we're going to be making a bunch of cards this week using this paper, and some with the stamps with the Simply Succulents. All right. So for our first card this evening, I decided to do a bit of a fancy fold. So this will require one full sheet of designer series paper. I'm sure there's a way to do it without. I just couldn't find it at the time. So you're cutting your sheet at 4 1/4, so down this way. And then one is going to be folded in half. The other one is folded in half, and then half again. And basically what you're going to do is sort of glue those two together, and then that sort of becomes the foot. It's like a easel. That's the word I'm looking for, like an easel. So I'm going to put some adhesive to get our two pieces together. Like I said, I think there's a way to do it without using a full sheet, maybe with a 12 by 12. I will have to do a bit more research, but I admit when I found this one, I just sort of stayed with it. Because I tried doing a 12 by 12 at 4 1/4, so it'd be 4 1/4 by 12. But I found that my fold here was too short and I didn't like the look of it as much. So it is doable. I guess it just depends on the look that you're going for, right? So here's a piece of our lovely designer series paper. Oh, this here is the Blackberry Bliss, I believe. I wanted something really rich, but in that purple family, so even though it's not Highland Heather, it still goes nicely. I think the purple hues pick up on it. So I think this is just slightly smaller, so I think it's 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm gonna put this piece on like that. Now, this could be done without this piece on the back, but I want, and you could just put white here for your writing, but I wanted there to be a card, and I wanted it to be able to stand by itself. If I didn't have this back piece, you would have this, but it wouldn't necessarily stand the same way. So then my idea was this nice piece here. This is the Mossy Meadow, which I really liked. It's just one of the opposite. So many, the colors are just so lovely with this set. I really like all the greens, but then again, I am partial to green, so you know. Greens and blues are definitely my favorite colors. So then I have this really nice big round of the same color, and then I did a smaller circle with the white, and I used the sentiments from Itty Bitty Birthdays. I love that. Where did it go? It's a great, I really liked the Itty Bitty Christmas. It had great sentiments, and so this is the Itty Bitty Birthdays, and it's great. I love it. I love all the different fonts and things like that, and all the different sayings. So this happy day. And then these are from the layering dies, I believe. They are from the stitched shaped die. So you get the circle, the oval, and the square. And that's a really good starter set because you'll get the 3 different shapes in a variety of sizes, and they make for great layering shapes. So now this circle happened to have a bit of a fold in it, but I figured it was going to get kind of covered up, so I wasn't too worried about it. And I don't think you really notice. You'd have to be giving it quite the inspection. So my idea was I cut out some of the cactus from the paper, and I wanted to put that on, and then just to tie in a little bit of the clips of coral, I was going to put a flower down there. So sort of like that. Or we could do a nice bow. I thought about doing that too. So I'm going to put this one down and then pop that one up. And we could put some of the felt pieces on if we wanted to as well. Like that. And then we're going to pop this one up. Hey, Patty. Thanks. I'm missing the sun and the heat. And this set makes me think of the sun and the heat. So I've got some plants to warm us up. Although, like I said, it was nice going to work with the sunrise this morning. It wasn't pitch black when you get up, which was a really nice change, I have to admit. So I'm putting this one over so that it's sort of over the same. And then I've got my flower here, so I'm going to put it a dimensional on the one side and a bit of adhesive on the other because that one's sort of sticking up. And I'm just trying to cover this like little triangular spot here, like that. Now I've got some of these extra little pieces that we could put on. Sometimes the stitching needs to be trimmed. We could put it here, or we could do a smaller one. Whoops. Could do like a smaller one on here. Like that. Or another small one here. I like these little side flowers. I think they're kind of cute. Right, when you just sort of see the sides of them. I think I like the flower. All right. Got some glue dots here. I picked it and then it accidentally went flying, and all I heard was somewhere over there a thunk sound. So I'll probably find it the next time I'm watering my plants or something, a glue dot stuck to them. Or on the cat, finding random glue dots on the animals. There. And do something like that. We can add a little bit of Winkostella just to give it a bit of sparkle. A little highlight, you know. So not necessarily all over, but I'm just sort of highlighting like the edges here. There. A little bit of shimmer, a little bit of sparkle. Pretty. And then my idea was to put it here. Now it can go down low or it can go up high, because it's when you stand it up you can kind of see it. So, and I think I'm going to pop it up as well. I'm only going to do the bottom half because I am going to raise it, like move it up slightly. So I think that'll be good. Oh, like that. So I thought this was a fun, a little bit different fold. So when you get your card, it stands up. So I guess you guys can't really see that, but you would see that it stands up. So when you put it on your mantle, or you know how you display cards, you know, when you get cards, it stands up and you can see the nice background stuff. It looks really pretty. And then I'll put a blank piece to go inside here so that you can do your little note inside. There. Isn't that cute? I just think that's so cute. All right. Our next card is this awesome cactus. I just think it's so cute. All this different cactus. So it has, in the stamps, it has a stamp cactus. I just happen to have a stamp for a cactus, slightly different, but you get the same idea. And we've got the two different greens. We've got I think this is the Pear Pizzazz and the Mossy Meadow, I believe. And so this one's just standard. And then this one is slightly smaller. And then that one's slightly smaller again. And then I took a white piece and a slightly bigger piece of Mossy Meadow. And we're going to stamp. Where did I put? There it is. So we can go with, you make the ordinary extraordinary was what I was thinking. And then we'd put our cactus right there. Isn't that cute? So cute. All right. So we could do this in green as well, in the Mossy Meadow or the Pizzazz. I think this is Mossy Meadows, so maybe we'll just keep it with the black. So if I do the Pizzazz, the lighter one, it might be a bit too light. We'll just do black. All right, and I'm going to put it more on the edge because I want to put my cactus here. There we go. You make the ordinary extraordinary. Isn't that font pretty? I just think that font is so pretty. All right, let's start to put this together. So this one is the same size all the way across. It's just meant to give some color above and below. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. That's the Highland Heather. So we've got that, on that, on that. So just layering up all the different greens. I mean, I could have even pulled in some of the mint macaron that they have in here as well. So many greens. I just love it. All right. All right. So I'm putting this about a quarter of the way up. And then my cactus. Now, we could put some ribbon on here. I don't know, do we need a bow? We could do a bow with either the pink or the coral or the linen. What do you think? Do you think we need a bow? Let me see. Just trying to see if I can see the comments. Do we need a... Do we need a bow? Maybe not. No, I can't see anything. All right. Well, let me think on it. I think I might leave one off because I think it would make like a good masculine card. Just like that. But I am going to put a little Wink of Stella because I really do like the Wink of Stella. Maybe you don't want a bow, but you definitely want a bit of sparkle. So there. Maybe. This is the In Color Enamel Dots. So this is just jade. I don't think it quite goes, but the bumblebee kind of looks sharp. I know had I still had some of my holiday rhinestones, they had a nice green on here too. That would have been really pretty. But all I have left are my blue ones. Maybe a few. I think the gold. Yeah, let's do the gold. Whoops. I love having all of the embellishments. I think I like the embellishments almost as much as I like the paper. All the pretty gems and ribbon and stuff. So nice. So nice. All right. So there's our second card for this evening. It's our fun cacti. It's so much fun. All right. So our last one for this evening, I focused more on the floral. And I happen to have a die set that made, well, they're meant to be flowers, but if you do it in a different color, then they look like, I think they look like succulents, right? So a pair of pizzazz, and then I sort of, let me get my, I gotta get my sponge out of, I hide them in my little boxes in here now, my sponges, because as you know, I have a bad cat. And even at that, sometimes he still manages to find things. So my idea for this one is really nice Calypso coral, gorgeous color, I gotta say. And then the floral. Then a square of 3.5, yeah, 3.5 by 3.5. And then this is the largest square die from that pack I was telling you about that has the circle, the square, and the oval. So this is the largest square, and then that's the second largest square. It's, like I said, it's a really good set if you're sort of starting out. It gives you a couple of shapes in, it gives you a couple of sizes in 3 different shapes. So I'll glue that one down, and we'll do this one. And then we'll choose our sentiment that we want to put on, and then we'll put together maybe a couple more of our succulents. I thought they looked very similar to this succulent here. So that's what we did. All right. And then for my sentiment, we can use this one here. Kind people are my kind of people. And then we can put, I thought we'd put the succulents around. That was sort of my idea. Or we could do thanks. And then put the succulents around. But it's an awfully big square for just a couple of succulents. So I think I'll go with a bigger greeting. So I think we'll do that. Oh, here's a difference I can show you. So these ones here are from Stampin' Up. I've gotten a few. I try and buy one every couple of months. So they're quite thick. They've got a ridge in them, so they're really easy to hold. The other ones I have, I do like them because they have lines, right? So I can kind of line things up to make sure that they're square. However, because it's only one layer, often my fingers, like I have to move them further back. I don't have the same control over it as you do with these ones. So even though the lines are nice at times, I still tend to go for these ones first because of the indentation and the size of them. It just makes it for better control than these ones here that are thinner. So again, just another subtle difference in terms of quality between something you'd find at Michael's. These ones, I think they come in a set. You can find them at Michael's with the lines versus these ones here from Stampin' Up. So what they do instead of giving you stamps with lines is you can get grid paper. So some of the paper that we use. And I have used that as well instead of using these guys because, like I said, they're thinner. So to hold on to them, like when I go to stamp, you can see like my fingers are in the way. So I'd have to put it down and then press and then pull it back off. Whereas I don't have to do that with these ones. So I'm slowly moving all of the stamps that blocks that I have to the Stampin' Up! Ones because of having that ledge there, so that I don't have to do that as I do with the other ones. So just a little something to share with you, because I just, like I said, I do recognize that the products are a bit more expensive from what you might be able to find from other places, but honestly, the quality you can't. Once you've tried this stuff, I'm telling you, you will see it. And on some things, you know, maybe it doesn't matter to you as much, right? Which is fair, you know, I get it. But there is some things that you will find that you prefer the quality of from Stampin' Up! Like I much prefer the paper quality from Stampin' Up! And perhaps I'll show that another time. Like even just the white paper from Stampin' Up! Versus Staples. So this is what I would put on the inside of the cards, and it's from Staples, and you can see the quality of the white. So this is a lot denser white. This is a lot thinner. If you were to hold it up to the light, you'd be able to see through more than you can with this one. So it's really subtle things like that, which again, some things you want just that little bit better quality. There we go. All right. So then for those, we can sponge with some of the purple, which is what I did with the green here. I'm going to do a bit darker one this time though. I'm going to go for the rich raspberry to do the tips. And yeah. So I inked it once, and now I'm kind of going around, catching the edges. Is it that one? Yeah, there we go. Whoops. Oh, well, now we got a really good dark edge. That's okay. I always have a couple extra just for that occasion. Oh my goodness. Oh, phew. All right. So that one is in the rich raspberry. And then because I only have one sponge, a bad cat, I'm going to use a wet wipe to clean off a little bit of the ink off my sponge. Normally, I would use a different sponge. Yep, don't get me started. It's a bit of a bad cat. So, cleaned off. I might actually use this side here. And I'm using this Cajun Craze, so it's a bit darker. And I'm going to use it on the darker petals here that I did. So take a look around, you know, if you like the look of this. Maybe you've got some flowers sets that you can put them for a different color and get some nice succulents out of them. I should have done more of these ahead of time. I apologize. Or if you're looking for a really good versatile set that has lots of different petals and flowers and things like that. All right, so let's put that together. Oh, we gotta glue dot our succulents. I should be plant people are my kind of people. There you go. All right, glue dots. Here we are. So because they're succulents, I don't curl the the petals, so to speak, because you wouldn't, succulents don't really curl up the way flower petals do. I do offset them though still, but I'm not curling them like I would do if I was using these as flower petals. I am using more layers though than I think if I was using floral, like if I was using this to make a flower, I don't think I would use as many layers, but because I'm using it for succulents, it helps to sort of build up the layers. I think it looks more plant-like opposed to flower-like, which is what I'm trying to achieve. So these ones I just want some smaller ones to offset. Like that. I'm all thumbs. So the top one I'm just flipping my glue dot, trying to flip my glue dot in half to accommodate the smaller. I can't tell you how many of these little pieces I lost when I was putting it through the die machine. All right. So let's see, we'll put a couple over here. Put one or two up here. Let's see, maybe we do up that one. Okay, I think we need one more. Oh, we could add some of our felt flowers too. Yeah, let's do that. All right. So I'm going to get some glue dots on here, or I could use white glue if I wanted to, but I've got my glue dots out, so I'll just use those. I'm putting a couple of glue dots under them just to sort of hold them in place. So I'm going to do that one there. And this one here. Let me get some of my flowers here. That there. Here. Just like that. And just build it up. We could have added, like I said, we could have done the other one there too. Like that. Let's see. Maybe another small one over there. Oh, so cute. I love these little felt flowers. They're so cute. All right. There. There we go. Kind people are my kind of people. Could do a little bit of Stella. Just sort of on the edges again, sort of where the edges of the succulents would be, right? Where the sort of like the darker color would be. Yeah. So there we go. There is our 3 cards for this evening. Using our lovely flowering cacti set. So pretty. So there you go. Any favorites? I kind of like that one. Although they're all really nice. I don't know why I ask you guys to pick. I can't even pick. They're so much fun though. Thank you so very, very much for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of the evening. Please, please, please stay safe, and I will see you again tomorrow.